Have you ever felt the sting of being overlooked, dismissed, or flat out disrespected? It's frustrating, isn't it? You wonder, why do they treat me this way? What am I doing wrong? Well, here's the hard truth. Respect isn't just given, it's earned. And sometimes, without even realizing it, we engage in habits that quietly chip away at the respect others have for us. In this video, we're diving deep into 7 awful habits that might be sabotaging your relationships, damaging your reputation, and pushing people away. These habits are sneaky. They often feel harmless, but their impact is profound, creating invisible barriers between you and the respect you deserve. But let's be clear, this isn't about pointing fingers or assigning blame. It's about awareness and growth. Because when you identify and break free from these habits, you don't just regain respect. You step into a version of yourself that's confident, grounded, and undeniably admirable. You might be thinking, do I really have these habits? Well, let's find out together. We'll explore each one with real-life examples and actionable insights. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to not only recognize these pitfalls, but also replace them with behaviors that command respect effortlessly. Here's the deal. Respect starts with you. The way you treat yourself, the way you treat others, and even the way you carry yourself in everyday situations, it all matters. And if you're ready to level up, to shed those habits that are holding you back, then stick with me. Make sure you grab a notebook or open your Notes app, because this isn't just about watching, it's about taking action. And if you're committed to making a real change, hit that subscribe button right now. Join this community of individuals striving for self-awareness, growth, and meaningful relationships. Let's make this personal. Think of someone you deeply respect. What is it about them that stands out? Now ask yourself, what would it take for someone to feel the same way about you? Respect isn't just an expectation, it's a reflection of who we are and the choices we make. By the end of this journey, you'll walk away not just with clarity, but with power. The power to transform your habits, redefine your relationships, and truly command the respect you deserve. So, are you ready to uncover the truth? Let's dive into these 7 awful habits and unlock the version of yourself that's impossible to ignore. Don't just watch, engage, reflect, and act. Your journey to respect starts now. Habits define the rhythm of our lives. They are the unseen scripts that dictate our actions, shaping not only our destiny, but also how others perceive and respond to us. Some habits, subtle in their onset, can erode respect over time. These patterns, once ingrained, tarnish the impression we leave on others and quietly undermine our self-worth. Number 1. Inability to listen. One habit that gradually chips away at respect is the inability to listen. This seemingly small flaw creates a chasm in human interactions. When you interrupt others, fail to acknowledge their perspectives, or show disinterest in their words, you communicate something far more damaging than mere inattentiveness. You signal that their voice lacks value. Over time, this erodes trust and fosters resentment. Listening is an art that goes beyond hearing words. It involves understanding, empathy, and connection. People who feel unheard are unlikely to respect the person who dismisses them. Genuine listening builds bridges and fosters respect, but neglecting this essential skill alienates people and isolates you. They might continue interacting with you out of necessity, but the depth of their respect diminishes. This habit also reveals a form of arrogance. By failing to listen, you subtly assert that your thoughts and opinions outweigh those of others. Over time, this creates an imbalance in relationships. People begin to see you as self-centered, someone who places their agenda above mutual understanding. This perception, whether accurate or not, leaves a lasting dent in your image. Beyond personal relationships, the inability to listen can have professional consequences. Leaders who dismiss the voices of their teams often face dwindling loyalty and motivation from their colleagues. Respect is earned not through authority, but by valuing the contributions and concerns of others. When listening is absent, so too is collaboration and innovation. Breaking this pattern requires intentionality. Begin by practicing active listening. Acknowledge the speaker's words, ask clarifying questions, and validate their feelings or thoughts. Avoid the temptation to formulate responses while others are speaking. Let their words guide your reactions, and you'll find that conversations become more meaningful. Cultivating patience is equally essential. Listening isn't just about hearing what's convenient or interesting to you. It's about valuing the full scope of someone else's perspective. Even when the topic seems irrelevant or mundane, giving your full attention demonstrates respect. This small effort creates a ripple effect, fostering deeper connections and mutual admiration. Number 2, lack of accountability. The second habit that invites disrespect is a lack of accountability. Avoiding responsibility for your actions, whether through excuses or deflection, signals immaturity and a lack of integrity. People admire those who own their mistakes, as it reflects courage and self-awareness. Conversely, blaming others or external circumstances erodes trust and paints you as unreliable. Accountability is the cornerstone of respect because it demonstrates a commitment to growth. When you admit faults and take corrective action, you show that you value improvement over perfection. This transparency earns admiration even in the face of failure. However, consistently dodging responsibility leaves a trail of broken trust and damaged relationships. A lack of accountability also impacts your self-perception. When you habitually avoid owning your actions, you cultivate a mindset of helplessness. This victim mentality not only stifles personal growth, but also diminishes how others perceive your strength and resilience. Over time, people may view you as incapable of handling challenges or responsibilities. To foster accountability, practice self-reflection. Assess your role in any situation and identify areas where you could have acted differently. Acknowledging your part, even in shared mistakes, demonstrates humility and leadership. This proactive approach not only rebuilds respect, but also strengthens your character. Apologizing sincerely when necessary is another vital step. A genuine apology goes beyond mere words. It involves acknowledging the impact of your actions and committing to change. People respect those who can admit their faults without justifying or diminishing them. This openness fosters trust and encourages others to extend grace and understanding. Number 3, inconsistency. The third habit that diminishes respect is inconsistency. When your actions and words don't align, or when you frequently change your stance without reason, people struggle to trust or rely on you. Consistency is a foundation of integrity. It assures others that your values and intentions are steadfast. Without it, you appear unpredictable and insincere. Inconsistency can manifest in various ways. Perhaps you make promises you don't keep or express values that your actions contradict. These small lapses accumulate, leading others to question your reliability. Trust, once broken, is difficult to rebuild, and respect often fades in its absence. This habit also reveals a lack of discipline. Consistency requires effort and commitment, traits that people admire. When you fail to uphold your principles or follow through on commitments, it suggests a lack of focus and determination. Over time, this perception undermines your credibility and influence. Building consistency begins with self-awareness. Identify the areas where you struggle to align your actions with your words. Whether it's in personal relationships, work commitments, or personal goals, strive to bridge the gap between intention and execution. This deliberate effort demonstrates integrity and earns respect. Another crucial aspect of consistency is setting realistic expectations. Overcommitting or making lofty promises often leads to failure, which erodes trust. Be honest about your limitations and prioritize quality over quantity. This approach not only fosters respect, but also strengthens your relationships and reputation. Number 4. Arrogance. The fourth habit that breeds disrespect is arrogance. Overestimating your abilities, dismissing the opinions of others, or constantly seeking to prove your superiority alienates people. Arrogance creates a barrier to connection and fosters resentment. While confidence is admirable, arrogance is a facade that often hides insecurity. People respect humility because it reflects self-assurance without the need for validation. When you approach interactions with humility, you open the door to mutual learning and understanding. Arrogance, on the other hand, closes that door and isolates you. Arrogance also stifles growth. By assuming you have all the answers, you miss opportunities to learn and improve. This stagnation is not only detrimental to your personal development, but also to your relationships and reputation. People are less likely to respect someone who refuses to acknowledge their limitations or learn from others. To combat arrogance, cultivate curiosity and empathy. Approach conversations with a genuine interest in others' perspectives, even when they differ from your own. This openness demonstrates humility and fosters mutual respect. It also enriches your understanding and broadens your horizons. Feedback is another powerful tool in overcoming arrogance. Actively seek input from others and embrace constructive criticism. This willingness to learn and adapt signals maturity and self-awareness, traits that command respect. By valuing the insights of others, you demonstrate that your confidence isn't rooted in superiority, but in a genuine desire to grow. Number 5. Dishonesty. The fifth habit that erodes respect is dishonesty. Lying, exaggerating, or withholding the truth undermines trust and credibility. Honesty is a pillar of respect, and once it's compromised, it's challenging to rebuild. Even small deceptions can snowball into larger issues, creating a web of distrust. Dishonesty often stems from a fear of judgment or failure. However, avoiding the truth only amplifies these fears and damages your relationships. People value authenticity and are more likely to respect those who are truthful, even in difficult situations. Practicing honesty requires courage and self-discipline. Start by being truthful with yourself. Acknowledge your strengths, weaknesses, and mistakes without justification or denial. This self-awareness forms the foundation for honest interactions with others. Transparency is another vital aspect of honesty. When you communicate openly and clearly, you eliminate misunderstandings and build trust. This straightforward approach fosters respect and strengthens your connections. Number 6. Gossiping. Dishonesty often overlaps with the sixth habit, gossiping. Speaking negatively about others behind their backs reflects poorly on your character. While it may temporarily bond you with others, gossip ultimately erodes trust and respect. People who gossip are often perceived as untrustworthy. If you're willing to speak ill of others in their absence, what's stopping you from doing the same about those present? This behavior creates a culture of suspicion and division, weakening relationships and diminishing respect. To break the cycle of gossip, focus on uplifting conversations. Redirect negative discussions toward constructive topics, or simply refrain from participating. This conscious effort not only protects your integrity, but also fosters a positive environment that others respect. Number 7. Chronic negativity. The seventh habit that fosters disrespect is chronic negativity. Constantly focusing on problems, complaining, or expressing pessimism drains the energy of those around you. While everyone has bad days, perpetuating negativity creates an environment where respect struggles to thrive. Negativity signals a lack of resilience and adaptability. People respect those who can navigate challenges with optimism and determination. Chronic negativity, on the other hand, suggests defeatism and a lack of effort to improve circumstances. Shifting from negativity to positivity requires intentionality. Practice gratitude by acknowledging the good in your life, even amidst challenges. This shift in perspective not only uplifts your spirit, but also inspires others to view you in a more favorable light. Each of these habits, when left unchecked, creates barriers to respect. By addressing them with awareness and intentionality, you can foster stronger relationships and become someone others genuinely admire. So we've reached the end of this eye-opening journey through the 7 awful habits that might be costing you the respect you deserve. Take a moment to let it sink in, because recognizing these habits isn't just about identifying what's wrong, it's about seeing the path forward. Each habit we discussed carries its own weight, and letting go of even one can have a transformative effect on your life. Respect is the foundation of meaningful relationships, whether it's at home, in your workplace, or out in the world. And here's the thing, it's never too late to change. The fact that you've watched this video to the end shows that you're serious about growing, improving, and becoming the kind of person who not only commands respect, but also inspires it in others. Think about it. The first step in earning respect isn't demanding it from others, it's demanding it from yourself. You set the standard for how others treat you by the way you live your life, by the values you hold, and by the habits you practice every single day. Now, let's make this personal. As you reflect on what you've learned today, ask yourself, which of these habits do I need to work on? What's one small step I can take right now to start turning things around? Maybe it's about practicing active listening to show people that their words matter. Maybe it's committing to your promises to build trust. Or maybe it's learning to let go of the need for constant validation and finding strength in your own sense of self-worth. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. You don't have to tackle everything all at once. Start small, focus on one habit, and then build from there. Change takes time, but every step you take brings you closer to the person you want to be. And here's where I need your help. This message doesn't stop with you. If this video has resonated with you, chances are it will resonate with someone else too. So, share it. Share it with a friend, a family member, or a colleague who you think could benefit from it. Let's spread the word, because everyone deserves the chance to grow and earn the respect they're capable of achieving. Also, I want to hear from you. Which habit stood out the most? Which one are you committing to change? Drop a comment below and let's start a conversation. Your journey might just inspire someone else to take that first step too. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already part of this amazing community, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Together, we're creating a space where personal growth and meaningful connections thrive. Respect isn't just about what others think of you. It's about how you think of yourself. And as you work on shedding these habits, remember that you're not just changing how the world sees you, you're changing how you see the world. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Remember, growth is a journey, not a destination. Keep pushing forward, keep evolving, and keep becoming the person who not only earns respect, but also radiates it. Until next time, stay focused, stay authentic, and always strive to be the best version of yourself. Respect starts here. Respect starts now. Let's make it happen.